the fly. Black Magic bugger. Materials used, a must add. 2x long, 2x fine streamer hook, 5/32 medium black beads, $5 hackle, marabou, and cactus chenille, large, and 140 denier thread. And that's it. My little Black Magic bugger. We got a 5/32 black bead on a 2x long, 2x fine, or 2x light wire hook. We got 140 denier thread. I'll start by wrapping a base of thread from behind the bead down to the barb of the hook. Wrap it back up to the middle again. From here I'll grab marabou and use the length will be about half the hook shank. Tail itself is not going to be very thick. Have some marabou. I'll start wrapping that in at halfway down to the barb of the hook. Trim off the excess. Bring the thread back to the halfway point. And actually bring it back to the bead. From here I'll tie in my hackle, which is $5 dry fly hackle. Fairly cheap. Isn't really dry fly hackle. It has fairly long fine fibers on it that move quite a bit in the water. They look really cool. Hope that plays a part in attracting fish. I don't know. I'll start tying that in behind the bead to the halfway point where I ended my marabou. Bring the thread back up to the bead again, and then from there I'll tie in my cactus chenille. I have a nice little handy container. I'll tie that in from behind the bead to the halfway point of the hook shank. Bring my thread back up, do a half hitch. Put my bobbin. Bobbin cradle over there. From here I'm going to take my hackle and my chenille. I'm going to wind them together to reinforce that hackle because it isn't very solid. It's the part that usually breaks first, but I love these flies and I love how this looks. So I think it's more aesthetically pleasing to me, the fisherman, than the fish, but either way. I'll wrap that using the rotary function all the way up to the bead. Catch that in with 2 or 3 wraps. Usually if I have enough hackle, which I do, I'll wrap that 2 or 3 more times in front of the body. Just to get some more legs going on. And I'll catch that in there again. None of these flies are too terribly complex, so I tie a lot of them right away. Go fishing a lot. Alright, wrap that 2 times around, caught it in the thread, and now I'm going to clip the excess off. And do a couple more wraps to push everything back a hair. Capture it in all the way. 4, 5, 6 wraps, and then from there I'll do my whip finish. And as you can see, it folded everything back. There's a lot of things moving, and there's a subtle amount of flash. I did 4 or 5 spins on a whip finish, cut off the thread. And that's what it looks like. The back half of the fly is pretty bare except for the marabou. Gives it a little movement. front half of the fly has hackle and the chenille, and I use this religiously. So there you go. Thank you.